Alright guys, welcome back to Salty Speed. Today I thought I'd let you guys know what's going on with the EK. I got it took apart right now. The turbo manifold that was on it, unfortunately, where the wastegate's welded on, it actually cracked off when I was driving out the highway in town. So I took it apart with the intentions of putting it back together with the B20B and just keeping her going with that setup for the rest of this year, even though there's not a whole lot of time left to this car season anyway. As I was trying to put on the turbo manifold, I ran into some issues because it is a different manifold and it moves the turbo into a different location. It moves it down further, and unfortunately with the turbo I have and the turbo manifold, it is just not going to work. The turbo ends up hitting the block. I'll show you that in a minute, but first I will show you the turbo manifold that was on it and what happened. Here is the CX Racing turbo manifold that was on the car. It was on the car for 2 years or more, and I mean, it is a cheaper manifold. I got it with the CX Racing kit when I originally boosted the car. I mean, it served its purpose. It worked well. It, you know, it's not the best in the world, but I guess it finally had enough, and it gave out there. As you can see, not good. You're not going to make any boost like that without a wastegate or it leaking like that. It started to tick for a little while. I couldn't really find out what it was until the car started to run lean, actually, and I was like, well, there got to be something on the go. And I got out and had a look, and unfortunately I grabbed a hold of the wastegate and it was moving all around. So here's how she sits now. See, the downpipe is off, turbo's off. No more turbo on the B20B, unfortunately, but such is life. You can see I got the intercooler took off there. There it is, intercooler and piping. CX Racing kit served me well. All the piping and the intercooler, I mean, that's really the only trouble that I've had with the kit, besides the wastegate. When I got it, when I was trying to tune the car, it kept hitting boost cut. The wastegate was just, it was no good, so I ended up going with a tile MVR 44mm one, and that fixed it all up. But yeah, like I said, I took it apart with the intentions of putting it back together. As you can see, the new gasket there, and downpipe, I left downpipe on and everything, but it wasn't going to work out. So put the manifold on, and it was actually hitting down there. I tried to shave a few things, cut a few things off, as you can see right there, but it's just not going to work. So she'll be back and better than ever. The motor still runs good, so I'll keep it, but we do have bigger plans for it. There's the turbo manifold that I have, actually off of another Honda guy that I know. Shout out to you, Isaac, for getting that shipped down to me. I thought it was going to work, but I guess not. But yeah, it looks like a good manifold anyway. I'll probably be posting it for sale here now in the near future because I won't be needing it. But I had this adapter flange for my wastegate because my wastegate is a V-band and this is just a 2-bolt. But yeah, there's the turbo that was on the EK CX Racing turbo. There's actually nothing wrong with it. It's been good. It's all there. It's lasted. I mean, I have absolutely no complaints. The kit was relatively cheap, so I mean, it's certainly fun, but on the bigger and better things. I might post actually both of those for sale, so if you're looking for a B series turbo setup or looking for parts to build one, keep an eye out for that. So we are going to be hauling the motor out of this in the near future. I don't know when that'll be. I actually fly back to work the weekend, so probably when I get back, and we'll be putting in a lot of work on it over the winter. I'll show you the new motor that we have for the car. I've had it here for a while actually. I got it this probably the beginning of this summer, and I wasn't sure whether or not I was gonna put it in, but like sooner rather than later anyway. But that ended up happening with the turbo manifold, and the other one ended up not fitting, so I guess I just got a bit fed up with it, so I said it's just as well to jam the motor I got there that's waiting. So I haven't showed anyone yet. You guys are the first to see. So here is the motor. I have done a bit of work on it recently. As you can see, I already have the turbo manifold on it. BWR Blackworks Racing turbo manifold. There's my wastegate there, tile 44mm. We will be having the wastegate up out of the hood, as you can see on this setup. Just got done painting the valve cover. I think it looks pretty good. Got this engine cover. It's not actually carbon fiber. It's from eBay, but fits good. Skunk 2 manifold. That thing's pretty sick. We have a BDL 70mm throttle body. Don't know if I'm gonna stick with that or get a 90mm one, because this intake manifold does have a 90mm opening, so we'll see what happens to winter. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know. The important bits. The motor. This motor is actually a Dart block. So, as you can see, the stamp right there, it's the code Dart. So it's a Dart closed deck block. So the block is very, very strong. It has Wiseco pistons and Eagle rods with ARP 2000 rod bolts. It's got a Moroso oil pan, so that's pretty cool. It has a built head, valve spring, dual valve springs and retainers. I'm not 100% sure. I'm assuming it has cams, but I don't really know. I'm not sure how to tell just by looking at them, but I don't know. I didn't put this motor together. This was a motor I got from away. That was used in a car, but it was took out, and the fella had it for spare for his boosted Honda. So, and he ended up selling that car, so he ended up selling the motor to me. Just did the timing on it, just as a precautionary thing. New timing belt. The Gates Racing blue timing belt, so supposed to be a little bit stronger. I don't know, it's my first time using it, but it's pretty cool. It looks kind of cool. A Dayco power bond crank pulley, harmonic balancer. As you can see, power bond. We got extended intake manifold studs. Got a thermo intake manifold gasket, so you need the studs because your stock B series intake manifold studs will not work with it, because I have one on the B20B, the thermo gasket, and when I was putting it on, when I was first putting the car together a few years ago, I tried putting the intake manifold on, and it just didn't work. It was the studs weren't long enough, so I knew going with this I had to get those right away. So I got those on there and didn't take manifold on, so that's good. I do need a distributor. I'm looking for a B series vtec distributor. If anyone has one, that'd be greatly appreciated. Has a lightweight flywheel on it. I'm not sure the brand, but I got one. I got a competition lightweight flywheel on that motor and Clutchmaster's FX400 clutch that I'm going to be putting on this motor, so I'll be taking that flywheel off. Yeah, so here she is. It should make the jam. I don't know what it'll make. I'm hoping 450 or 5 would be nice. I don't know what boost I'll be putting into it. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see when the day comes to tune it. Hopefully get this one on the dyno, because we didn't actually get that one on the dyno. We did a virtual dyno and it made right around 300 wheel horsepower. So that's fun. That's very fun. But this is going to be crazy, I hope. The turbo is not on the car right now. We got the, or not on the car, on the motor, I should say. We got, I don't know, cool little burnt turbo manifold studs. It's got ARP head studs too. Also do have the turbo here, so I'm gonna show you that. We're gonna try this out. So we got a Max Speeding Rods Billet GT35 82R turbo. I've heard good things. I'm gonna find out for myself. It wasn't very expensive, so I mean, should work, should be good. It looks good, so I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. I'll take it at the box here for you. Lay on the motor there. So there you go. Another thing too, we're going to be putting the exhaust out the hood just for a laugh. I don't know how long it'll be like that, but I've always wanted to do it. So I actually got some 3-inch exhaust piping that we're going to be throwing on. See here, 3-inch. So it will, just to give you guys a little bit of an idea, it will probably be like that. It's not going to be that long, but I want to get like a teardrop for it too. He sent down a transmission that was on the motor that was in the car, that was on that. I'm going to be using that transmission. Only reason I'm going to be using that one is because this one, last one off there, it did grind third a bit. I mean, it still was perfect, but just when you'd go in third every now and again, especially when you'd be driving it for a little while, it would grind third. So yeah, hopefully that transmission is better. I guess we'll find out. Hopefully we'll avoid tickets with that exhaust. I don't know. I would like to leave it on there. I don't know, but if it's too annoying, then it's gonna have to come off. Yeah, that's it. But if there's any cops watching, show mercy, please. Okay, guys, we're gonna be diving into this car more this summer. It's just as well to call her off the go now for this year. That's why you've been seeing so much of the EG lately. She's been running good with the new transmission, no complaints. Guys, that's gonna be it for this video. We really appreciate your support. Stay tuned for future videos on this motor and the EK over the winter. We're gonna be diving into that thing pretty soon. Really excited to get underway in that. Probably the next video we'll be taking out the motor in that car. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay fast.